Hello, good evening, happy Wednesday, guys. How is everybody out in Facebook land? I hope you're doing good. I'm a little out of sorts today, I'm not gonna lie. My microwave that I keep in my, that's always been above, and I hang my recipes on it, went kaput, and now I don't know what to do with my recipes when I'm baking, when I'm cooking. So guys, if you are getting on here with me live, I would love it if you would type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching me later on and it says was live up there in that corner, just type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. My name's Jan. I live in Nebraska, and I love sharing hubby and I's low carb to keto type lifestyle, mostly low carb. And I get on here on a live trying to share tips, ideas, recipes, all kinds of things when I can. But I also have another group here on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. And it's open to whoever would like to be in there. All you have to do is request to join. You can search up in the Facebook search bar, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. It's yellow and blue. It says that on there, and you can request to join, okay? If you're not sure how to do all that, drop group in the comments, and I will get you a link underneath your comment that you can just tap on, get on over there, and request to join. So, guys, we are doing chicken Alfredo tonight for dinner. It's a recipe we haven't had in eons, but Dave was looking as we were shopping last week, and he said, oh, wow, Rayo's has a Alfredo sauce. And I said, yeah, but Alfredo sauce is really easy to make. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's looking for some Alfredo. So Alfredo went on the menu for this week. So guys, like I was saying, I love sharing recipes. If you find one that says Diabetic Eats with Jan on it, you know we've tried it in our kitchen and we love it. So what have I done so far, guys? Super duper simple. I've got 2 chicken breasts here that I fried and then diced them, kind of diced them up. Now guys, I'm going to tell you, it makes it a whole lot faster doing chicken breasts if you don't do the whole breasts. Either beat them down with a mallet so that they're thin. Hey Bev, or I love this little thing. I got this from Pampered Chef. Okay, we all love Pampered Chef, don't we? And what you do is you put that in, put the breast in here. This is spring-loaded. This is spring-loaded. So the chicken breast goes in there, comes with its own knife. And I'm not left-handed at all. But that chicken breast goes in there, and it like in the middle, so you can cut through, and you cut them in half, which is super duper wonderful when you're cooking them, because you don't have to beat them down. You just slice through them. They're only half the size. They take a lot less time to cook that way. Wonderful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, you know, and like I said, we love Pampered Chef. I've had that around for a long time. I have no idea if those are available anywhere else, but if you have a Pampered Chef person and you don't have one of those and you want one, get a hold of them, okay? So, I love helping out other small businesses. I have my own small business. Hi, Peg. You know, I do our supplements, and that's my small business, and I love it when people support me. So I love to support others too. So I fried up those chicken breasts in here, and now I'm just gonna go ahead, and I've got some chicken bone broth, guys, and I'm gonna dump that in, and I'm gonna season that with a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna turn you guys around here. Hey Nancy, how are ya? Turn you guys around here a little. I'm running my thing here so you can kind of see what I'm doing, okay? So, and I'm gonna put in some minced garlic, guys. We like garlic, so, you know, a couple of cloves of garlic. Hi, Dorothy. Guys, if you're getting on here with me live, be like everybody else. Please put live in the comments. If you like what I'm doing and you don't want to miss my lives, tap my face. There should be like 3 dots up there. Make sure you're following me, okay? Those 3 dots will bring up something if you tap on those where you can follow me, and you'll always get notified when I go live. So, like I was saying, I'm going to throw in some minced garlic. There again, guys, if you're not a big fan of garlic, you know, you don't have to put in as much as I do. We love garlic, okay? So, I'm just going to kind of warm this up, kind of bring it to a simmer-ish type thing, okay? Now, like I was saying, I'd love to have you guys, hey Cheryl, how are you? I'd love to have you guys join me over in the group. This recipe, I will get it. You know what? I could not even find it in my group. I'm feeling really bad, but this is probably, again, one of the first recipes I did. They get buried, and I'm going to retype it up. I found some typos in it, imagine that. And I'm going to get it posted in there as soon as I can, okay? Now, if you're not a chicken fan, we have done this with shrimp too. You would do kind of the same thing. Use some raw shrimp, cook it up in your skillet, and then remove it like I did over there. And then you're ready to do this, okay? All right, so I've got all this going. And it's getting warm. I don't know if you can kind of see some bubbles forming on it. So we're not looking to boil it or anything. I'm just looking to get it kind of warm. Okay, now, then I'm going to add in some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Guys, I do buy these. I actually saw a post today that said, if you read the ingredients on pre-shredded cheese, especially the Parmesan that's in the containers, I'm not going to say a name, but those green containers, there's cellulose gum or something in there, and that's like cardboard boxes all ground up. Cellulose is cardboard type stuff. So I do my own. I'm going to turn this heat down here a little bit. So Parmesan cheese going in, and then I've got some heavy whipping cream, okay? And I'm just going to mix this all together. I should have had this open. Hi, Annette. So, guys, something else you can do, too, to help others out. If you know somebody who could use this recipe, or maybe you want to come back to it at a later date, share this video out, okay? If you share the video on your own timeline, other people can see it. Maybe somebody else out there. Hi, Melissa. Maybe someone else out there would like to join the group. Maybe you're not interested, but if you share it out, somebody else might be interested in joining the group and getting some recipes. And it's not just all recipes either, guys. I talk about a lot of things that we do every single day, like our supplements. I don't talk a ton about the supplements in there, but guys, like I was saying, when you find something, hey, good evening. Is it Barbara? I hope that's right. When you find something that's changed your life as much as these products have changed our lives, you know, Dave struggled with his numbers, with his diabetes. These helped us to kick the carbs to the curb. Hey, Madge, how are you? So, you know, he's down 90 pounds since we started these. He's down more weight than that than he ever was, but we had lost a little, but he plateaued out. He couldn't lose any more weight. We found these great products. He's lost 90 pounds on them, kicked some meds to the curb. You know, I can't guarantee that's going to happen for you, but you just never know. So I'm just looking to thicken this up a little bit here, guys. Not going to take too long. Now, I did do spaghetti squash. Hi, Jane. I did spaghetti squash in the Instant Pot. I love doing it that way, guys. I split them in half. I dig out the seeds, put it in the Instant Pot for about 7 minutes, and it's ready. It's sitting in the Instant Pot right now, waiting for me to finish this up. We'll peel some of that out, and we'll have chicken Alfredo over our spaghetti squash. So, hey, thank you, Melissa, for sharing. Like I said, guys, sharing is caring, okay? I'm not going to lie. Just because maybe you don't think that you're ever going to use anything I throw down doesn't mean that a good friend of yours isn't struggling. But like I was saying, the products, guys, have changed our lives. You know, I'm down 50 pounds, but we're both not the same person we were before this started. You know, Dave can think more clearly. I can control my temper a whole lot better. I smile more. So, if you can see this, it's getting a little bit of a thickness to it, okay? And that's just all I want. I want it to be slightly thickened, and then I'm gonna put this chicken back in there, and we're gonna stir it together, and then we'll pour that over the top. It's just gonna be that simple, guys. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes and go ahead and thicken up. But guys, I love sharing this stuff. I love sharing our lifestyle. I love sharing about our products. And why do I? Because, like I said, it's changed our lives. I know I feel better now than I did then. I feel younger now than I did then. So when, you know, you just gotta, I feel like the more people I can help, the better life is going to be. Hey, Lee. So if you need information, guys, about the supplements that I'm talking about, drop info in the comments. I'll get back to you about that. If you need to be in the group, drop group in the comments, or you can search it either way. And you know what? If you need this recipe, you need to be in the group, okay? And that's going to get you in there the best, the fastest, okay? And, you know, it's just a lot of things that I talk about in there. Why do I use the cheese and grate my own? Why do I use heavy whipping cream and not milks and other additives? All that information is what I cover over there. I love this brand of heavy whipping cream because it is cream. And there's some gelling gum. Gelling gum is something I have researched. It's okay. You just gotta watch when you're buying things. Carrageenan, C-A-R-A-G-E-E-N-A-N or something like that. Carrageenan is something you want to avoid. So be careful. And a lot of the heavy whipping creams have them in there. So those are things I cover in the group. So I need you to join me, okay? Share this video out if you get any kind of value out of it. I would appreciate that. And maybe somebody else will love you dearly for doing the same thing. So I'm going to get out of here. My dinner is thick and ready to go. I'll show you here. There we go. All right. I'm going to add that chicken back in right now and let it sit for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to enjoy a nice meal. It's kind of clouding up here, so if y'all could say a prayer that Nebraska could get some rain without, I saw today, pool ball sized hail possible, and I'm thinking, oh Lordy, we don't need that. But if you're the praying type, say a prayer that we can get some rain without the nastiness that goes with it. But anyway, hey Millie. So like I said, guys, please join us. Info in the comments if you need information about products. Group if you need to be in the group. And just remember, smile, pass that smile on, and I love everybody for stopping in and tuning in, and we will chat with y'all later, okay? Bye-bye.